Hello girls, my name is Anna Bulczak. I am a midwife and the owner of the Midwife's Revitalization School. Today, the video I have prepared for you will be about latching onto the breast, but I thought I would just share a little trick with you. I want you to really focus on what this trick is about because it should make those first attempts at latching on much easier for you, and most importantly, it should reduce the risk that your little one will latch on too shallowly. So here's the thing. What I want to show you will be about the fact that breastfeeding often really comes down to the details. And the way we handle these details here in this particular situation will have a significant impact on just how comfortable breastfeeding will be for us. And now when it comes to our little one, the baby should latch onto the breast. You could say, a bit like grabbing a sandwich. And now if we take a little one to better understand what I mean, and we take a breast, in reality the breast needs to be properly flattened. To know if we're flattening the breast correctly, it's best to check whether our thumb is pointing toward the baby's nose. So if we flatten the breast in this way, you can clearly see now how the thumb is pointing right at the baby's nose. We can't do it the other way around because if we do, the baby won't be able to take in the whole breast, won't be able to take in those 2 centimeters of the breast, the nipple, but will only latch onto what's sticking out. And that's just a small part of the nipple. The baby needs to latch onto the nipple along with the areola. And that's what I meant when I talked about those 2 centimeters. So if we hold the breast this way, the baby latches on too shallowly, and our thumb ends up on the cheek, not on the nose at all. And this will be very important when latching the baby to the breast. The nipple is flattened, directed toward the nose. The head is held, you could say, a bit like a melon, directed toward the breast. And this guarantees that everything will go smoothly and the baby will latch onto the breast properly with a wide enough mouth. And now I wanted to show you how we can try to replicate this at home when latching the baby. Here I actually have the advantage that the desk is quite high, so especially for women with very large breasts, it's comfortable because you can try to recreate the situation at home. If you have large, heavy breasts, simply place your baby on the kitchen table or on the countertop. The baby should, of course, have a pillow or, for example, a swaddle underneath. And in fact, you don't have to move the baby onto your lap or place them on a chair because the baby can simply be positioned to the side, right there on the table. And now I wanted to show you how to position the breast so that you can actually see the sandwich, right? So hold it in such a way that the nipple is pointing exactly at the tip of the nose, and the thumb is also pointing at that nose. And now like this, when flattening the breast, hold the baby's head securely like a melon and the breast like a sandwich. And now like this. If we flatten the breast in this way, touch it between the nose and the upper lip, and help the baby latch onto the breast when their mouth is wide open, then the baby will be able to take in those 2 centimeters. The baby won't be able to do this if we just grab the breast straight across. It's a small detail, but it can make things much easier, especially if we tend to try the classic position. So often mothers position the baby a bit like with dolls when we were little. They place the baby at the breast and try to latch the baby simply by bringing them close to the breast. For me personally, this is the most difficult position, and it's the main reason why nipples get bitten and breastfeeding becomes very challenging. And now when it comes to this position, pay attention to do what I mentioned earlier. Flatten the breast in such a way that you offer it to the baby like a sandwich. My elbow ends up almost on the ceiling, which is why it's impossible to do this properly. A mom who latches the baby this way will always be offering the breast to the child in a sideways position. It's a small detail, but it can help a great deal. Men are actually really good at this when we tell them, hey, hold the breast like a sandwich with your thumb pointing toward the nose, and then, when they look from the side and say, hey, but that thumb is more on the cheek, so move it. And that can really help. I hope this trick will help you a lot. If you've had any problems with latching your baby to the breast, share them in the comments. Together, we'll try to find a solution. Thank you very much. Warm regards to you all and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.